Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Jill with Greenwood Girl Cards, and I am coming on today as we start the 145th edition release for My Creative Time, and we start sneak peeks. So we're doing peeks Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then Friday morning on the 23rd, we'll be doing the release videos. So thank you for coming and joining me. I hope you'll give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe, and share the videos. And let's dive into what Emma has releasing this month. It's our Halloween month, so we have a Halloween theme, and we have two new products as well as two paper pads, and then, of course, tons of new dies and stuff, so dies and stamps. So let's start first with the two new product lines. She is releasing enamel dots, and there's enamel dot set 01, MCTED01, is Bright Halloween, and then MCTED02 is Traditional Halloween. So you can see that the Bright Halloween coordinates very well with the Bright Halloween paper pad. And then the Traditional Halloween, of course, coordinates with the Traditional Halloween paper pad. So love these, love the small size, and you can just use these on everything. You can use them as little buttons, little details, just to add things, just additional embellishments to your card almost anywhere. And so just a lot of fun to have these. And then the other new product line is this embossing folder. This one's called Starry Background 2024. It's MCTEO2. There will be another embossing folder. We're sharing two during this release. This is the first one we're showcasing. And I love this tiny all over star print with these little dots. So this is it's a very small pattern that can be used in so many different ways. So love this, and so excited to have embossing folders and what that may bring in, as far as all the different patterns that we can create, for embossing, which is one of my favorite techniques to use on cards, because adding texture to your card, I think just really takes it up a level. So I try to always use embossing folders. Sometimes I forget, but I do love them. So let's flip through these paper pads. We've got the Bright Halloween paper pad. Love the colors in this. I love how Emma has mixed the orange and pink, the teal, the light green, and the purple. And it's just a really fun color palette. And you've got this star pattern with an orange diagonal gingham. Diagonal gingham is my very favorite type of gingham. I love it on the diagonal. There's just something pleasing about it to me for the eye. Then she has this pink polka dot. And the polka dots are black. I love that. And then on the back side of that one is this text print in pink with a black background. Then she has these adorable witches hats with little moons and stars in them, and they're on a teal background. And she's matched that with a teal horizontal diagonal gingham. She has this beautiful green bubble print, and this I think would be perfect to use with the cauldron to make your brew coming out of the top of her cauldron die set. And the back of that one is this lovely green text print. So those are fun together. And then you have this purple with bats, and it's got text print. And the back of that is this beautiful gingham pattern or plaid pattern in black, white, and purple. Then she has this beautiful kind of rainbow stripe with all the colors, and the back of that one is this lovely spider web pattern. So it's a white with a black spider web pattern on it. So just wonderful, wonderful papers. I'm sorry I'm missing so many, so it's kind of hard to do the flip through all the way. But the other paper pad has you can see the various papers. This is much more traditional. It has this beautiful orange text with the bats. Again, you've got an orange, white, and black plaid. You've got this beautiful multicolor polka, and the back of that is the green star print, which matches the orange star print over here. We've got this skull print with roses, which is fun, and the back of that one is a text print on the same color gray as this one. We have these beautiful pumpkins. The back of them, there's purple and orange pumpkins, and then you have this purple polka. And then we have these beautiful witches hats again and bats on a white background this time. And on the other paper pad, it's, of course, on a teal background. Then we have the black bubbles, which will be fun to use with the cauldron again, or just as backgrounds. And then we have this beautiful pumpkin jack-o'-lantern print. And some of the pumpkins have witches' hats on them, and the opposite of that On the back side is this diagonal black gingham. So another beautiful paper pad. I love Emma's paper. I think she does a wonderful job creating these each month. And this is just it's so fun to have both combinations because you can do kind of bright Halloween or the more traditional. So I do like that. So those are the papers and the new products. And now I'm just going to really quickly show you the die sets. So she has 2 new fairy dies releasing. Okay, so we have fairy die 1, 2, and 3. And I have mine in here, but I'm not sure which one is which anymore because unfortunately my die set got dropped on the ground and everything got moved. It all went down to the bottom. So I'm not sure which fairy goes with which set. So I just want to say that on camera so you don't get confused. But you'll know when you go into the store to purchase which one is which. So these are just adorable. I love the first fairy she made, and to have 2 more is wonderful. And there's so much you can do with the 3 different styles of fairies. And then she also brought out this fairy add-on set. So fairy Halloween add-ons. And this has witches' hats. It has a broom with an extra piece that you can cut out to layer the different color. So you can cut this out in the handle color and then layer this over the top. It has a lantern with a piece that you can add to put the light in the lantern. So you can cut this piece out of vellum or yellow, however you want to do it. There's a little black cat too. So these are both things that you can use. The broom and these are all props that you can use on all of your cards. So that's the Fairy Halloween add-ons. And then there's this wonderful fancy slider card die. And this is a wonderful die set that allows you to make a slider card that opens up. And then it has some pieces that you can use for the centerpiece of the card on the part that moves. So this is an interactive card called the Fancy Slider Card Die. And Melissa Carroll did a wonderful tutorial for the design team so that we would know how to do this. And I believe that that video will also be available for you guys, especially over on Emma's on her website when everything releases. Emma does try to do tutorials. So if there's ever a die set that you don't know how to put together, be sure to go visit Emma's website and look at the particular item. And usually she will have a video telling how to put it together. And she also releases those on her YouTube channel. So if you're ever looking to put something together, you can enter the information and usually have the video come up, okay? This is another set she's coming out with. This is called the Sentiment Label Plate Die. And this is a really fun die. You can make these layered kind of stop sign style emblems, or you can do layered, banners. And it cuts them all out at once. You just put a piece of paper over, run it through. And if you're layering them, you've got a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 complete layered sentiment banners that you can use. So love this, and I had a lot of fun with that. I've been using it all week and I love it, or all of last week too. And then we have the MCT 432 Spooky Season, and this is the stamp set for this month. And this has so many wonderful sentiments in it, you guys. 'Tis the season to be spooky. Frankly, you are amazing. Spooky greetings. Stay spooky. Open if you dare. Happy Halloween. Monster Mash. There's a little music note thing here. Happy haunting. Trick or treat. I love this October 31st sign, and it fits perfectly in here. So you put it right in here, and it makes the neatest little October 31st thing, and it's got a little skull for the O. Then you have Boo, Eek, Hocus Pocus, and Best Witches. So, and Frankly, You Are Amazing, if I didn't already say that one. And that's in here for a reason, and you'll see in the days ahead. But a wonderful, wonderful stamp set. And a lot of these, like the Open If You Dare, work really well with that slider card. So the slider card die. And then I did use 2 other products on the 2 cards I'm going to show you today. I pulled out the Jack-o'-lantern tag die. This is one of my favorite dies for Halloween and for fall. And so I pulled this out and used it on one of my cards. And then the other thing that I used for my liners in my cards was Emma's rectangle stitching dies. So those are all the products. And let me show you the 2 cards that I created. We'll start with the slider card. So I had so much fun learning how to make this card. And it is a really fun and easy card to produce. And what it does is it creates this little you're going to pull up this and you're going to have this piece that opens up and you see your sentiment there that says Best Witches. And the front piece is this kind of fancy label. This comes with the die set. You layer this up and then you add your focal point. And so I had so much fun creating this. I used the adorable little fairy die, but I made her into a witch. So I left the wings off in this case, and I added the witch's hat. And then I also added the little cat and the broom, and I tried to make it look like she's riding on the broom. And then it says Best Witches here, and then up at the top it says Hocus Pocus. And I did spray this card with glitter sprays, so you can probably see the sparkle of this. And it's an iridescent glitter spray that I use, and I've shown it many times on my channel. And I did take that stamp set and a couple others to create the background that you see here. So I used the PEEKS sentiment here. I used the October 31st down here. And then I took the music notes and I stamped them kind of randomly around the card. And then I pulled out from a smaller stamp set, I pulled out a pumpkin face and the little witches' hats. And I added those. And I didn't bring that stamp set in. I should have, but I forgot. But I just wanted to kind of make this have a little more detail in the background of the card. And so it's a lot of fun. You pull this up and you've got the sentiment Best Witches here. And then up here you have the Hocus Pocus, if you can see it. So I love how these turn out, and they are fun to open and close. So really fun. And then on the inside of this, I just did Happy Halloween with a little purple piece of the paper there. And then on the back, I added the witch's hat paper again, because that's what I used on the front. And I cut one of the hats out and put it over the little emblem from the new Sentiment Labels die. So I love how that turned out. I think it looks really cute. So just a really fun card. I love how these look, and they're a lot of fun to play with and to create. So, and then for my last project today, I did this Sweet Trick or Treat card. And on this one, I used the fairies, and I did a blonde, a brunette, and a brown-haired fairy. And instead of doing the witches' hats on this one, I left them as fairies, and I did a sweet little smiling jack-o'-lantern. You can see where I used the little enamel dots. I used them on her outfit here. I used them for eyes on this one. On this first card, I used it to decorate her dress as well as the little witch's hat. So you can just tuck them almost anywhere. You can see the embossing folder in that star pattern. I did that on vellum. I love how that looks and the texture that it gives to the card. And this just turned out so cute. I love these little jack-o'-lanterns. I think they're a lot of fun. And I should have done some, usually what I do is I do some inking on the jack-o'-lantern to give it some depth. So I'm probably going to take my Copics and add some shading to this before I post the card tomorrow. But I had gotten all of my fairies made and I just hadn't finished this card yet. So I finished it today. And I got called away for a family issue, and I'm a little bit behind tonight. It's very late and I'm filming this, but I had so much fun putting the fairies together last week, and it was fun to come up with an idea for the card tonight. And I had fun making the little jack-o'-lantern, but I forgot to do the inking before I added everything on, and I'd already added it all. So I'll see what I can do after I go off camera and before I post this tomorrow. So I did add this little lantern and the kitty cat, which I'm trying to see, is that yeah. So the lantern and the kitty cat, again, are in the Fairy Halloween add-ons. So even though I didn't use the witches' hats because I just wanted to leave the fairies with their wings on this card, I did use all the props from that fairy add-on. So the little cat and the little lantern. And the lantern is backed with vellum, the same as this vellum is here. So just a lot of fun. I love making these cards. And inside I stamped that Happy Halloween. And then on the back, I did that same October 31st. So you can see how cute it looks with the little witch's hat added to it. So just a lot of fun. I love what Emma has. This entire release is going to be just full of really fun products. So I hope you enjoyed seeing my 2 projects for today. I cannot wait to share everything I have made for the next couple days. And I look forward to doing that. I hope you'll let us know what you're thinking so far of the release in the comments down below. Please share this video out to your friends and the people that you have subscribed on your channels. And please enjoy hopping around to everybody's channels. Emma always does the best videos as far as what's coming and what the product news is and everything. So be sure you're looking at Emma's video. Our wonderful executive officer of My Creative Time. She is the president and the owner, and has just a wonderful design style that we all get to enjoy by all the products that she brings out. So be sure you're visiting her YouTube channel and then hopping around to all of the design team. I will try and put links and stuff down below, but you can also just enter the hashtag MCTDESIGNTEAM and it should bring everything to you, okay? So use that hashtag to search if you'd like. All right, everybody, I will be back with you tomorrow to share more sneaky peeks for the 145th edition release with My Creative Time. Thank you for tuning in. Bye now.